Okay with it. Anna, are you okay with it? Anna's okay with going live. TC's okay. Colin's okay with it. Andy's okay with it. Carolyn's okay with it. Do y'all like my people behind me?
Hmm.
Yeah, they're watching. They're behaving. Y'all behave back there. I'll behave. We'll get up and
You should,
slap one of them if they get a lot of talking. Well, they're all women. Wait, there's one guy, right?
yeah.
Yeah, I can't. You don't never hit a girl.
You should replace
Um,
them with your actual team members.
these are my team members behind me. I'll
Yeah.
introduce him here a little bit. I might let him talk. We'll see. But they're behaving so far today. Well, welcome. It is Monday, Metal Monday for us obnoxious runners, and Colin's about to become an obnoxious runner. He just signed up for two 5Ks, although I might have just realized I'm taking his wins away from him. So I'll shut up and let him tell you that. But if you've got a win, raise your hand, your virtual hand. There's a little button down there where you can virtually raise your hand. Raise your hand so we can hear from you and hear what you did this weekend. And I'll say this: everybody's got to win. If you're alive, if you're breathing, you've got to win. If you talked to one customer last week, you got to win. If you made a cold call last week, you got to win. If you're a single mother, you have a win. If you're a single father, you got to win. If you're a parent, you got to win. I'm telling you, we've all got wins. You know, did you show up to church yesterday? You got to win. We've all got wins. What one thing I know about people that succeed all the time is they always speak big, right? Like if you ever ask me how I'm doing, I'm going to say great. Now, Colin, I might not be doing great,
I did.
but I'm going to tell you I'm doing great because I don't want any negativity coming from me. And I want to tell you I'm doing great because if I tell you I'm doing great, you're more inclined to teach me something and help me with something and push my career along further. If I tell you I'm doing bad, then we got to spend all this time talking about everything bad. I want to tell you I'm doing great because Colin might say to me, "Hey, I'm going to do a commercial deal this week. I want you to come watch." But if I told him I'm doing bad, or my cat just threw up in the corner, or my dog peed on the floor, then he might say, "Well, he's too busy. I'm not going to bother him." Y'all with me? So everybody's got to win. Get that in your life. Everybody's got to win. Every single one of us. And we need to inspire. That's why we were put on this earth, is to inspire others. So let's get into a lot of people raising their hand. Thank you. So anybody behind me on my team raising my hand? Anybody back there yet? All right. So here's a couple of announcements, and we're going to move right into wins. We got the EXP Build Conference here in Dallas, Texas, July 25th and July 26th. I'm telling you right now, you don't want to miss it. What I learned from Cabo, the team that I saw in Cabo is a team that I want to fight for. The leadership that I saw in Cabo makes me want to be better, makes me want to push harder. The team that I met in Cabo wants me to be a better leader, wants me to be a better business partner to Colin, a better business partner to Anna, a better business partner to Judy. Everything about that meeting wants me to be better for everybody around me. Everybody. Okay. So that is July 25th and July 26th. It's here in Dallas, Texas. Great news about Dallas, Texas is it plane ride. It's about 2 hours from anything. Okay. It could be 2.5 hours for some of you, but most of us, it's 2 hours. Okay. So it's not bad. And it's one of the cheapest flights you can get out there. It's real easy to get inside into DFW airport. Then on October 27th and October 30th, we have EXP Con in Miami. This is going to be huge. I can't wait. Here's why I love these big events, Colin. And I've been going to these big events for 20 years, and every time they radically change me. But I like going because I like to be with my brotherhood, this group of people right here, the people that are part of We Partners, this team that we communicate and talk to all the time. I want to go with TC, and then Sunday when TC and I are flying home to take over the world, I can see something in his eyes, and he can see something in my eyes. And we have now formed a brotherhood of, hey, let's go out and let's make everybody proud. Let's make our families proud. TC's got 3 kids. Let's go make your kids proud. Let's go make our wives, our husbands. Let's go everybody make around everybody around us. Let's go make them proud. That's why I love these big events. Yes, we're going to learn from the top of the top of the top, the best. But to be around this team, the We Huddle team, and the We Partners, sorry, to be around the We Partners team and to grow together. Growing together is significant. One day we ought to let Heidi talk about how the church she goes to, she's watched it grow from this little itty bitty room about the size of the room I'm in right now to this massive building. And what she will tell you is the way it happened was everybody grew together. That's the only way it happened. And that is the most fun. And so we get to go grow together on October 27th and October 30th and show the world who we are, show the world that we are servant leaders, show the world that we help people. That comes from Daniel Ng, our leader. I said it last week on an interview I did with Daniel. Daniel doesn't care if you've done 0 transactions or 20 transactions. He's going to treat you the same. He's going to treat you like a freaking hero, regardless of which one you've done. He's going to treat you like your life is meaningful. He's going to treat you like a warrior, regardless of 0 transactions or 500 transactions. He's going to help you. I want to show the world at EXPCon in Miami who we are. If you're in it with me, let me know one day, okay? Okay, Carolyn, it's the first one got their hand raised. I'm excited to hear this win right here. Go for it, Carolyn. That's you right over there.
Big wins. Buyers, and we spent the entire weekend together pretty much. And we're going out again this afternoon. And pretty sure we're putting an offer on a home tonight or tomorrow. So that's exciting. Lots of learning experiences here. So that's my big win, and so grateful for Paul, because we went out last week to the area that they were looking in, and I got to really sound like I knew what I was talking about, because he's a runner. I'm like, oh, trails, Paul. And they were hungry. I'm like, let's go to breakfast at this great breakfast place that we went to. So I just looked fabulous, pretty sure. So thank you, Paul, because he changed some stuff around. Like, let's do Aubrey, and anyway, it was amazing. So,
what are the odds, TC, that her buyer's a runner? You know, and so her buyer's looking there thinking there's a lot of trails here, and she goes, oh yeah, my partner, my business partner, he's a runner. And yeah, we came out here. He's already ran these trails, and I've gone out there and ran the trails in Aubrey already. That's pretty cool.
Awesome. No, very create that connection there.
I'm telling you, man, it's just, if you throw things out to life, like, I will be successful, I will succeed, I will have 1,000 people on my team this year, next time this year, I will be on $1 million run rate next year this time. If you just throw stuff like that out into the world, it works. And last week she says, hey, I've got a buyer in Aubrey. I said, let's go up there. And I don't know Aubrey that well, so let's go up there and we're going to film one of our YouTube videos. And we filmed it up there. And then all of a sudden I was like, you know what? I'm going to run up here. Boom. There we go. Put it out in the world, man. Put success out in the world. Way to go, Carolyn Richter. Anna. Phenomenal Anna.
Hi, everyone.
Hey.
Happy Monday. So let's say the biggest win I had was I got my first revenue share payment.
Oh,
it's legit. It was so much fun to see that hit the bank without doing nothing, right? So I just want to continue to have that keep on coming. You know, by inviting other agents to come and join this platform, you get paid and you also grow the community that we have. So that is one thing that I'm focusing in this year. So that is one of my focus this year. So I'm excited about that. And then we had an open house with my mentees, and they had about 15 families walk through. From those 15, about half of them did not have agents. So they're going to be cashing out on those buyers. So I'm excited for them. And let's see what else. I think that's it.
Let me ask you a question, Anna, because I got some new people I've invited on today's call. What does revenue share mean? You got your first revenue share check, because you've gotten a lot of commission checks. What does revenue share mean?
So revenue share is when you invite an agent to come and join, and they join under you. You're going to get paid every time they hit a transaction up to $3,000. So it's cash money. So just invite people to join. And like I said, you don't have to do anything other than invite them to the community. We have an amazing brokerage here at EXP. We're international. So I believe this is the place to be.
Yeah, got your first one. I love it. That's exciting. And
Yeah.
you get another, and success begets success, and you just keep doing it over and over and over and over again. And one day you're going to look up and say, hey, you know what? I can take the next 3 months off, or I can be like Calvin and go away for 2 months, and
Yeah,
everything's going to be okay. Right?
exactly.
And you want to do that, right? I mean, Anna, are you got kids?
I do. I have 3 kids.
3 kids. Okay. So how would you like to say, look at your 3 kids and say, hey, mommy gets to take a couple of months off?
I have to take them with me, but it's okay. We'll all go together. That's what matters. I'm gonna be like Daniel in Paris for all you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Heck yeah, you will be. I mean, that right there, him being in Paris and him showing us those pictures with his family. If that doesn't motivate you to build a big revenue share program, I don't know what will. Like, I don't know. That should just get you so excited to take over the world, because the man is with his family. He ain't stressed about anything. He's got a team that's running itself because he's got some strong leaders like Anna, like TC, like Judy. I should shut up because I'm going to leave somebody out. But a lot of great leaders. And boom, there we go. I'm proud of you, man. That's going to be awesome.
Thank you.
All right. I'm going to save you for last, T. Well, no, TC, we're going to have you go. And then, yeah, TC, go for it. What was your wins?
All right. Have a good morning, everyone. I have a couple wins, but first of all, I just want to thank Paul for starting off the meeting and I mean, it's always positive, right? And giving us some lights as we start a week. And then, of course, the announcements. I have a couple wins last week. First and foremost, receiving a check for being a mentor. That was a great win. So I have a mentee. He did his first closing, so that was a great feeling, right? I just can't wait until I receive that revenue share check, and I haven't received it yet. It'll be I'm building, right? Building, but it's the beauty of EXP, being a mentor and your mentee closing. I mean, you walk your mentee through the entire process, holding hands, and just happy to do so, and not just for the commission. It's just how we build each other, how we help each other grow. So that was the biggest win. A couple other wins is I have one of my preferred lenders reach out to me and say, "Hey, I have an out-of-state buyer. They don't have a realtor yet. I'd like to connect you with that buyer, which we're going to be doing some touring here right after our meeting." Um, that's a great feeling. Lastly, well, I have my aunt visiting. That was a great win, personal win. Get to spend time with her. My uncle passed away almost a year ago, but was able to execute 2 contracts this past week. Both have multiple offers. We wrote a very clean, strong offer. Lots of times, strong offer doesn't mean highest price, highest offering price. Just really how you strategize your offer to make it very attractive to the listing agents. And so that was a pretty good wins for the week. So
Proud of you, man. Proud of you.
excited to get this week going, and hopefully I can get the out-of-state buyer under contract today.
Man, on fire. On fire. Good job, man. And we'll hear from TC here in a second. He's got some great stuff to share with us. Sammy, if you wouldn't have raised your hand, I was going to come all the way to your house and raise it for you. So thank you for raising your hand, Sammy, because I was going to send a gang of people to come to your house. Judy was on her way. Colin, what was your wins from last week?
Happy Monday, everyone. Well, thank you, Paul, Daniel, and Calvin have this amazing community for us to share our wins on the beautiful Monday. My wins for the week. Well, first of all, I went to the church on Sunday. That's a big win for me. And I told a restaurant group, this Japanese restaurant, that we're gonna put in an offer on a commercial space. Draft the letter of intent and sending on this morning and see what landlord says. So excited! It's gonna be an all-you-can-eat restaurant, sushi restaurant. It's gonna be on the Preston Road. Hopefully, we can get it executed. And beside of that, I did 2 rounds this weekend, just trying to get prepared, get ready for my first 5K run. So everything's going well, and I'm very happy and blessed to be here to learn from everyone and share the wins. Thank you.
Thank you. Maggie Patterson. Talk to us about some W's last week.
Hi guys, how are you? Good morning. All right, thanks, Paul. Yes, so my wins are last week we had a great week. My daughter was in town. I haven't gotten to really spend any time with her in like 5 years, like one-on-one time. And she's 23, so that was really cool. We did our YouTube channel last night. We did some recordings, and Paul generously invited my daughter to be in, and she had a blast. So now she's considering real estate, which was my plan all along. Thank you, Paul. But we had a great time. And it was like Paul was saying earlier, it's just a reminder that I'm so grateful every day that I wake up. I pray for you guys every night, and I thank God every morning that I wake up and I'm surrounded by people who really care about each other and really want each other to succeed. And I really feel that's what's driving this bus, and I'm all in for it. So last week, another good win is, I was talking about time management and blocking my time and things like that. And I did that last week. So I have 4 discovery calls this week, which are people that are interested in buying. One person's interested in leasing. And, leasing's not a bad option for somebody who's not ready to buy yet. So I have a really heavy background in property management. So I'm pretty informed and knowledgeable about that. So if anybody has any questions about leasing or whatever, let me know and I can answer it to the best of my ability. So I'm pretty excited about that because I've got my days all sectioned off again. Just like set your days, like core out your hours. I mean, I even have, lunchtime or downtime or whatever. I usually spend about 30 to 40 minutes making calls, and then I'll spend the next 20 minutes for, checking emails and text messages and stuff like that and replying. So just depends on how you work best, but this is the best platform to be on. So I'm pretty excited. Thank you, everybody, especially Paul. Thanks for running the call and being there. And I'm looking forward to our success with our social media content. So let's go.
Love it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank Colin for me being here. That young man introduced me to this opportunity and said, "Hey, you need to come meet my business partners, Calvin and Daniel." All right,
I
Sammy.
feel like this needs a drum roll.
Yeah, we need
Sammy.
I have a soundboard here in my studio, but I haven't connected it. I really wish I'd have connected it for today because it's a crazy soundboard. Because Anna's correct. We should have like a drum roll. I listen to heavy metal. We should be listening to heavy metal or something, man, something crazy. Sammy, I don't know what to say. Just blow everybody away, please.
Hi, everyone. Good morning. First of all, my everyday's win is joining the We Partner group. Thank you so much, Daniel, for just connecting with me. We've been talking, he's been looking at my social media, but we never got a chance to connect. But then it was, I think, back a year ago, we connected, and that's my biggest win. Yes, I did a pretty hefty closing last week. I thought I would be super excited, but then after I closed, I was like, oh, okay, it's done. I feel like I'm craving more, but that was like the biggest closing of my life. And that closing is helping me because I'm going to develop in that particular project. But it wasn't like yesterday. I didn't get that client yesterday. I've been working on that deal for like 3 months. We've been doing due diligence. I was talking to the city person, and then also, all over the place, talking to the engineers. I would like to point out, I had a closing on Wednesday, and I came up, there was a new different kind of, problem created on Tuesday. I got in call with Daniel. He helped me. He texted me literally at 6:30 in the morning, and he's like, "You got it, partner." That kind of boosts up your, it was a big deal for me because 8 million deal it's I think it should be considered big, right? So I was kind of nervous because I don't know, like it gave me anxiety at a time. I was like, oh my God, this is a big deal, and I sometimes I even thought I'm too young to do this deal, but then I'm so glad I got it through. Now my next goal is like closing 60 million deal, man. I'm just super excited, pumped up. And I'm not stopping anytime soon. I'm working on a couple of other projects like fix and flip with investors. I have 3 listing coming up, and some buyers they're looking to buy. So yeah. And thank you to our partners. You guys are just boosting my everything, the confidence up, and I'm really excited. And like Paul said, let's go through together. That's one of my motto. Anybody needs any help, Judy has been really helpful. If I need any connection, any contact, I can literally text it. Judy sends out. Daniel does the same. So it's, yeah, we boost.
Boost, yeah,
Daniel
we
is
boost.
sending me text.
Don't
Daniel-
tell Daniel about We Boost. We'll have another chat group.
But yeah, thank you so much, everyone. Thank you. And I really appreciate it. Thank you for the help. Thank you for just boosting everything,
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. I think her humility is what sums up this team. Trina and I've seen other people win, and their arrogance just stinks when they win, and they beat their chest. And they talk about how great they are. And here's Sammy being completely transparent, saying, I was nervous, right? That takes that's a big person right there. That's a person that's going places. And I'm just proud to be on the same team with her. And love your humility, Sammy. Just love the fact that you're willing to tell us, hey, I was nervous. I was scared. Because what everybody needs to understand, if you're new or you've been doing it for a while and you still get nervous, it's okay. You're always going to get nervous. In fact, I remember one time I asked my pastor, Pastor Tim Goad, I said, hey, I was about to go speak in front of a couple thousand people. And I said, hey, when am I going to quit being nervous? And what he said to me, Sammy, was the day you're no longer nervous is the day you need to quit speaking from stage, because that means you don't care about the people in the audience. Oh, okay.
That's
So being nervous is good.
Yeah.
It's a healthy respect, right? It's a healthy respect for what she's doing. She respects what she's doing. She's thankful. She's grateful. It's a big deal. Thank you. All right, TC. The man had a 9-to-5 job. I love stories like this because I hear, because I've told people for many years, Trina Noel has heard me say this for 10 years. I have a great track record of teaching people how to get out of their full-time jobs and do real estate full-time. So this man had a full-time job, working 9-to-5, right? Right, TC?
Right.
And tell us a little bit, you don't, it's not like you're a single man. You got nothing going on in your life. You got stuff happening. So tell us a little bit about that and why you chose real estate.
First, I'm nervous. Yes, thank you, Paul. Yeah, so I started real estate as a single man back then, right before I got, 2 years before I got married. So little background about myself. Graduated college, dream of climbing the corporate world, and got a really good job. And just a little background about how I get into real estate. A family agent at the time probably saw my passions in real estate. I first of all have to thank her today to get. I'm here where I am, thanking her. But she asked me to be her assistant, which I was like, you know what? Let's do it. I don't mind. I like to look at houses, and uh, I sold 2 properties within a few months, not being licensed. I basically went out to show houses. She's like, here's a super key. Go show your friends, client, friend, right? And did not realize it was illegal until I attended real estate school. But like I said, I have to thank her. Without that opportunity, I would not be here speaking to the team. But I mean, I was determined. I was like, you know what? Let's do it. I like real estate, and so I signed up for weekend classes. Finished my all the classes within 6 weeks. Got my real estate, passed the exam. I was determined. Interview a couple brokers at the time, and here I am today. And how I got myself is just really a passion to help clients. How can I help my client wins, whether they're buyer or seller, and how do I leverage my time during a 9 to 5 and assist clients is every break time, lunchtime, I would walk around the parking lot talking to client, just resolving problems or scheduling appointments for the afternoon. And after, I mean, it's a show after my 9 to 5. I mean, lots of time I would schedule appointment right after work. Sometime if I work from home, I have my clothes on ready to go, and right when I log off of the 9 to 5 job, I jump to my car and go show houses. And really what got me really motivating and motivating myself, just love the business. And it's a great feeling because I first looked at it, it's like, hey, it's gonna be fun. Maybe I'll sell a couple of deals a year just to pay for my vacation. But what's great is being on vacation on a snowboarding trip, going up the mountain on a gondola. I was able to execute a contract without being there, just negotiating with the builder's rep at the time, and that was a great feeling. I mean, like making money on your vacations, being able to really do what you want to do. I mean, I'm thinking real estate, forget where I am today. I have a rental portfolio. Leveraging my W-2 jobs is easier to obtain a loan when you have W-2. And thinking that, and in my opinion, I mean, it's like there's a lot of opportunities. You just have to make that drive yourself. You have the will, there's a way. That's how I feel it. But um, the value add that I feel, even though some of my clients know that I'm working part-time, in my opinion, I don't work real estate part-time. It's just on the side. It's a full-time second job. But some of my clients, most of the time, they're willing to wait for me to get off work. And the value and the level of service I provide, I feel that I um, always looking out for my client. How can I best represent them and assist them during the transaction and even after the transactions. And a lot of time, I get, I'm happy and thankful when I hear client complimenting how well I handle myself and represent them and look out for them. And I want to be their agent for life. I want their family, their relatives, children, grandchildren, to call me, that they want to buy a house. So just how I can best represent my client in every way, because every transaction to our client is very important. I mean, lots of time a buyer purchasing a home is probably the biggest investment in their life at that time, right?
Yeah, I want to say something because you have a different way of thinking that allowed you to be successful. And I don't know if everybody caught it. So, Alexis, the next time you're talking to someone about joining the team and they say, well, I don't know if I can do this part-time, full-time, whatever, I want you to pay attention to what he said. He said he never treated it as a part-time job. Did y'all catch that? He said, I've never thought of my real estate career being it was the part-time job, but he never looked at it. And because he didn't look at it that way, he spoke differently. Guys, these are small things when you think differently. He spoke differently to his clients. See, I can already see some people speaking to their clients this way. This is the negative way. You ready? Yeah, I can't see you because real estate's really my part-time deal. See, TC never said that because he never looked at it. He looked at it as his ticket, his way out, his way to go snowboarding. And he showed us those pictures a couple of months ago. Didn't you go twice?
Yeah, I went actually 3 times this past winter.
Yeah. It's like every time I looked up, I said, I know he's here in Dallas, but every time I log into social media, homeboy's in skiing somewhere, right? That's the freedom. See, he knew that to punch his card for that type of freedom, he had to treat this like it was full-time. That's a big difference. And when you start speaking that way, your clients will respect you. Think about the difference when you say to your client, yeah, I can't show the house today because real estate's my part-time gig. Do you think they want to be on they don't want you representing them, do they, Anna? Because you just told them this isn't my main focus. But TC's like, this is my main focus, right? That That right there could sum up the entire way of how you succeeded, is because you never looked at it as secondary. You never looked at it as the plan B. This is my ticket. This is the most important thing I got going in my life. But you still had to show up 9 to 5 to work, right?
Yep, yep. And sometimes squeezing in a showing during lunch. Just lots of time. I mean, I do time of the essence in a lot of cases, and I feel I win a lot of offers because of how quick I turn things around. There's time I bring my laptop to show and hey, let's put an offer in right at the property, or let's go to Starbucks, send it in. Because sometimes when you're the first offer, they have nothing to compare it to. The seller have nothing to compare it to. When you write a good offer, like, hey, this is good enough. I'm just gonna accept it. So I'm always prepared. Always prepared. This time if I need to stay up late because next day is going to be a 9 to 5. I can't be distracted during 9 to 5. So I try to finish up all the contract, everything the night before, so that I can send in that night instead of wait for the next evening to send it in where my client may lose the opportunity of making an offer on the property. So
Thank you for setting the example. Anna, do you got a question you want to ask him? Judy, you got a question you want to ask him?
No, I mean, the way the way he's saying that he stays up to do what it takes. I mean, that's what, whenever you go the extra mile and whenever you push yourself, that's when you see the breakthrough. So I can see why he's successful, because you don't care about the time. You care about representing that client right. And that's exactly, success follows you if you know how to treat it.
Amen. That respect thing that Sammy has, that I know Judy has, because I know a lot of us, that have succeeded at high levels. When Sammy said, "Yeah, it didn't even feel like, because she had already fought so hard to get to that day. When the day finally gets there, TC, it's not like the day that you finally resigned from your job. It wasn't some crazy party because you had fought so hard to get to that day, right? That day was already going to happen. I mean, you were excited, and I hope you celebrate it. I hope Sammy celebrated. I know she will. But my point is, you've done so much to prepare to get to there, right?
right. Yeah, I mean,
Go ahead.
yeah, it just I sure did. I sure did. And I just follow my passion. So both are great jobs. I mean, I feel like I'm juggling, right? But I feel like I juggle it well. But the key is how can I best represent my client? I'm not pushing them, I'm not rushing them. They can see that and they appreciate that. I mean, yeah, I I think one of the benefit of doing dual career is I'm not relying on my commission to pay for my bills, and I feel good about it. And if any agent wants to do start out real estate, doing practice real estate as a dual career, I think that's a great opportunity because you have an income that you have from your W-2. And where I look at it, it's just like, hey, it's fun. This is fun. When you look at things as fun, you're gonna have fun. So I just love looking at houses. Some of my family member or other agent, how do you show so many houses on the weekend? I was like, don't you get dizzy? I was like, no, I enjoy viewing it. And just speaking of success, and as I shared earlier, as an agent, I call around and a couple brokerage that say, hey, we don't accept part-timer. I mean, I never see myself as a part-time. Some client even said, I never see myself part-time. But joining EXP is a big win for me. It's a great company, it's a great platform. It allows, just like I mentioned earlier, receiving my mentor check and Anna receiving the revenue share check is a great feeling. You don't have to be a broker. You don't have to open your own brokerage, pay for all the expenses. You are you don't even have to have a broker license. You can receive those revenue shares, receive the mentor check. I mean, this is nice when your mentee close. I mean, you help them, but it's rewarding when you see your mentee go to the success of a finish line successfully with you collaborating with the mentee, and it's a great feeling. And just I feel like I found it, just like Paul said, I found it. So joining this team, really the key is our team, how we motivate each other, how we share our success, how we help each other. And then of course our platform EXP with the revenue shares and being a mentor. If you wish to become a mentor to mentor the new agents, and it's a great feeling. It's a great feeling.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you to everybody. This team, the heart of every one of you, when we win, we do it with humility. You saw Sammy, you saw all of the people shouting out wins. They do it with humility. They thank everybody else. I don't know if y'all caught that, but Sammy thanked Daniel, thanked Colin, thanks Calvin. That's just who we are. And it represents us well. And it's, again, that's why I can't wait to go to Miami with everybody to show the world who we are, because I believe we got the biggest heart in the EXP world. And thank you so much, TC. What TC just said there at the end, Anna, we could record. We need to all get a little recording of that and send that out, because that would do us wonders. Do me a favor, next Monday, invite a new person on the call. Get someone. They need to see the heart of a Sammy. They need to see the heart of a Judy. They need to see a heart of an Andy Vo. They need to see the heart of an Anna. They need to see who we are before they make a decision to join our family. And I can't think of a better way than this Monday morning call when you guys are just saying, hey, this is what I did. And I want to thank everybody for getting me in this position. Love you guys. Have a phenomenal week. And we'll see y'all next Monday.
Everyone.